Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have a truly amazing video for you guys today. If you are in the market to buy a house, sell a house, or if you're in the rental market, you're gonna want to pay attention to this video. Now, I found an article here from the Miami Herald talking about the Miami housing market. Now we're gonna look at, we're gonna read parts of this article, but we're also going to jump in and check out the Redfin weekly housing market data to kind of go back and forth and talk about what's happening on the ground. Kind of use this article to help, carry the story along. But check this out. So the article starts. Now I will have a link to this article down in the description. But it starts. Don't look now, but the housing market is slowing down. What it means for you. Well, before I jump into this article, I just want to say that the truth is, if you're looking to sell a house, in my opinion, right now it's looking like your window is closing faster and faster. I mean, like, prices are going to start to drop. I believe they're going to start to drop really, really fast. So if you're looking to sell a house, I mean, it's probably a really good time to put it in the market because things are slowing down, and right now the prices are kind of staying high. Okay, why? Because the inventory is still fairly low, but in a little bit, if that inventory breaks, man, and if we go into a recession and suddenly the inventory blows up because we have like layoffs and whatnot, the houses are going to plummet. So right now it's looking like a window to really sell. Now, small window though, I gotta tell you, I mean, you got like, in my opinion, you got like a few months. Now, if you're looking to buy, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait. To me, if you're gonna buy, you're gonna have to wait at least, I want to say, like a year, maybe 2 years, which is perfect, because it'll give you enough time to save. Okay, so let's jump into the article real quick. Look, the tea leaves are lining up in favor of home buyers who can afford today's higher mortgage rates. Multiple sources indicate that more and more people are canceling their home purchases because the rates have moved beyond their reach, in situation that puts sold house back on the market in droves. And the phenomenon is happening both new construction and resale. A lot more new home buyers are canceling. Okay, let me just jump in real quick and talk about this. Here's the deal. If you're like right now about to close on a house, right? And usually what happens is you go to a mortgage company and you tell the mortgage company basically like, how much can I borrow? And they're gonna look at all your finances and they're gonna say, this is how much you can borrow, right? Based on how much you make. Well, you then take that paper, you give it to your realtor, and your realtor starts shopping around for houses for you. And then you look at them and then you find one, right? And then you have to, go through the whole paperwork. You got to sign a contract that you're interested in buying it. And then you kind of get into the business side. During the business side, it takes a few weeks, right? Like, you need to get someone to check the house. You need to get it appraised. You need to get it inspected. And you need to come up with the terms of the deal, how it's going to all go down. Well, in that process, right? If right now you're in that process, and tomorrow the interest rates go up 0.75% or maybe more, you suddenly, that loan that you're getting from the mortgage company becomes more expensive. So now you are actually going to be qualifying for less, right? So if you were at your max trying to get into a house right now, like this week, and you haven't closed on that deal yet, you haven't got the funding for that mortgage yet, you're gonna basically, the mortgage company is gonna basically call you and say, hey, sorry, you don't qualify. You now qualify for less money. So then that deal is gonna get scratched, right? So that's what's happening. A lot of people are like in the middle of trying to buy a house and they're basically being priced out because of the interest rates going up. So here, let's jump in real quick to the chart though. Let's look at what is happening in Miami, right? So here is the new listings. So if you look right here, I took out 2020 and 2021 out of the mix. I only have 2019 and 2022 because 2019 was more of like the normal year. And 2022 is what we're experiencing after the pandemic and after the crazy 2021, which we had, record low interest rates. which sent housing soaring. So blue is more of a normal. Now, this is the new listing. So we have a few more listings, but we are kind of coming down a little bit. And if we look at homes sold, so again, blue is like 2019, which is more of like a normal market. And now look at that plummeting. Okay, look, houses are plummeting like crazy. Now, like I said, interest rates are being raised tomorrow. So what is going to happen? I guarantee you we're going to go below the average. And when this line crosses this 2019, this is going to start making a lot of news. Now, if we look at new listing price, this is insane. Look, 2019, the average listing was $350,000. Okay, look at it today, $550,000. Okay, so this, I guarantee you, the people's salary did not climb this much. So what does this mean, right? This means that this is out of whack. This is a problem because people in Miami cannot afford this type of increase. So right now we have a tight supply, right? That's what's happening. That's why the houses are still expensive. It had a little bit of a drop right here, kind of picked up a little bit, but remember, tomorrow they raise interest rates. So I expect this to keep dropping, but I'm telling you, this has to drop below this blue line, okay? Because this is basically inflation right here, this big gap that you see. So things are not looking perfect right now. That's what I'm saying, is that if you're looking to sell a house, you want to put it right now on the market. In my opinion, I'm not a financial analyst, but in my opinion, you want to put it in the market right now because look what you could just see the writing on the wall, right? It's going to keep dropping and dropping. Why? So a lot of people are saying, no, it's not going to drop because a lot of people believe that the inventory is tight, right? The only way the price drops is if the inventory balloons. Well, let me paint a scenario. And right now they are right. Inventory is tight. But here's a scenario for you. If we go into a recession, we're going to see layoffs. When we see layoffs, you're going to see inventory rise because people are going to get priced out of their homes, out of their mortgages, and they're not going to be able to afford that monthly payment. And if they lost their jobs and they have a little bit of equity, they might want to sell their house, cash in on that equity, and wait out the storm with some cash or whatever, right? Like usually a bad economy brings, bad economic situations for some people. So we can see that inventory kind of go up. And once the inventory goes up, then and less people are able to afford the new homes, the houses on the market, you're going to see this kind of drop. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it where we're at right now, at least in Miami. Let's jump to Orlando real quick. Because, in Florida, you have the two pretty cool cities, which is Miami, super cool. Now, Miami is also like, you have like Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach, but another big city is the Orlando area because, whoa, look at this new listing. So Orlando's been on fire. Look at that. They just basically, here, let's go to new listings real quick. So we have a little bit more new listings right now, okay, than 2019. And if we look at homes sold, they're starting to drop. You're going to see this keep dropping. Look at this, the year to year over year. That's not good. But basically now with interest rates going up, we're going to see that drop a little bit more. If we look at the new listing price, look at that. It's just been going up. Now in 2019, you could buy a house for $271 and now it's $422. That's too much, too drastic. This is unsustainable, guys. This is when I'm telling you what a crash looks like. When you look at this disparity between 3 years ago, and remember, the 2 years in between were pandemic. So 2020, you could pretty much write it off because it was just crazy. Everything was shut down. 2021, we had basically 0% interest rates coming out of the feds to pay for 2020. So 2020 and 2021 is just erase them. 2019, guys, that's when things were normal. You cannot have this much of a jump and expect something not to happen. So I predict this is going to crash. Now, how long is it? It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be basically tied down to. Look, pending sales on the way down. It's going to be tied down to basically the overall economy. The overall economy could bring down the housing market, and most likely it will. So if you keep reading, like the market is changing rapidly. Look at that. Okay. When demand cools, homes get fewer offers or no offers, and contracts start to fall through, which then eventually brings down the house prices. We're now at the highest level in recent years. They're ticking up every week, so more and more, deals are falling through. So builders always experience cancellations. People's circumstances change, and perhaps they're unable to secure financing. But now walkaways are extremely high. A Phoenix builder told the Burns consulting firm in the latest survey. So we have a lot of cancellations. People are not buying the new homes. We've reached the top in pricing. Look at that in Southern California, and lower cost is coming in the near future as demand cools and manufacturers and trades see backlogs shrinking. So guys, overall, if you're in the market to buy, I would say my advice is just save up some money, because you're gonna have a great buying opportunity. Really soon, right? Like in the next 2 years. And if you're looking to sell, man, I think right now, just looking at the data, your window is getting smaller and smaller. You might wanna think about putting your house on the market pretty much ASAP. Okay, guys, if you guys do like these videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Remember, I make these videos for entertainment purposes only. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.